If you're wondering if you could get your ex back when so many bad things have happened and like, is it even salvageable at this point? Watch this video. I'm Coach Benny. I help people get their exes back, and I'm up in everybody's business. I do nothing but back to back to back to back phone calls every single day with people that are trying to get their ex back. I'm in everybody's business, even celebrities' businesses, okay? And not only do I know everybody's story, but I also know the timeline of everybody's story. Why? Because not only do I do initial calls, but I do follow-up calls later on down the line. I even have people that call me back for entirely different people later on, depending on what happens. And I get calls from the other person, okay? So I get to see 360 degrees, complete aerial view, God mode of what happens in breakups. And here's what I know, and this is the inside scoop. People forgive all kind of shit. I've got people asking me how to get their ex back that physically abused them and cheated on them. Pretty fucking toxic, right? But the point is, you can still do that kind of stuff to somebody and they can still want you back. Now, I'm not saying that's the epitome of health, okay? I'm not saying that at all. But what I need to do is give you examples of what's possible so that way within your own story, you can see the opportunity. I've had multiple cases of people being decades and decades apart and still getting back together. And I've had multiple cases of people breaking up and getting back together in the double digits. So you ask, well, shouldn't we be done by then, 40 years later or, 10 breakups in? Yeah, you think you probably should. But at the end of the day, it doesn't take away the possibility that you can, if you know what to do to get somebody back, you can still do it. Now, here's another argument for you. The way that attraction works, that is, think about the word attraction. It means to like pull somebody in, almost like a tractor beam, right? The way attraction works is very specific, and it's been observed over decades now on the internet. There's all different kind of videos. Think about, people walking up to people on the street, getting phone numbers. People, there's entire boot camps where people can learn how to go have fun at nightclubs. There's entire books about these subjects, attraction, both from men and women, and tons of YouTube videos about how to attract the opposite sex. And we're not just talking about aesthetics. We're talking about behavioral attraction. So because this wheel's already been invented for you, you need to know how to employ this stuff, even though you already got your ex to begin with. You've already done this once, but you did it unconsciously, okay? We need to get this conscious in your head so that way you can actively use it on this person who you now love. Why is it different now that you love them? Well, because when you really, really want somebody, it makes it really, really hard to get that person. We typically have ease with attraction when we're not into that person so much. It's like when you're into them just enough, that's when you tend to have ease with attraction. So the fact that you love your ex, it actually incapacitates you to some degree. And that's why you have to consciously learn the principles of attraction, the same way a pickup artist off the street would, so that way you can get to business getting your relationship back. But the problem is your ex is closed off to you. They won't even let you tell them a joke, let alone go home with you for the night or whatever, right? Like you can't just walk up to them and use some like pickup artist line and, poof, okay, everything's fine. And that's where attachment style comes in. So the cool thing about my coaching practice is that I'm blending real time, like real world, like fucking street applicable pickup artistry and attraction advice with the intelligence of the therapy world. Okay. In other words, understanding attachment style and the way that people attach to each other and the reasons why people break up, and timing out the time periods that an ex would stay closed off to you for, and then going in at the right time and then using all the same shit that works on a brand new girl or guy. This is the cutting edge of getting your ex back, blending these two worlds together. So at the end of the day, you only need 3 things to get an ex back. And this works multiple times. There's no cutoff for the amount of times this will work. What you need is physical attraction, which has already been demonstrated because you already got them once. You need access to them. And this is what you may not have right now, and what you have to wait out in no contact. And then you need to have a healthy understanding of the principles of attraction and be able to execute on that with emotional discipline and get it damn near flawless. If you can do all that, the reality of you're getting your ex back, which is an experience that very few people can pull off if they don't know what to do. This reality now opens up to you and you can live out the rest of your story the way that you want to. Now, if you want my help with this process, click into my profile. There's a little picture of me. And then there's a link in my bio. When you click that link, you can set up a call with me, tell me your story, and I'll give you the specific plan, the exact way to get your ex back.